Hello everyone, Cindy Old. Sorry about that. I don't know if that went away for a second, but I'm still trying to figure out how to do my live on my computer, but I'm getting there. So stay tuned. You will see me live via my computer very, very soon. Anyways, I hope everyone's having an amazing day. Feel free to put a thumbs up if you're here. Please feel free to post any questions. I am going to go over something that's very near and dear to me, and it's about really creating an irresistibility within oneself, within your relationships, really in your life. And I know you guys are thinking, well, she really teaches about romantic relationships. I do. And this goes everywhere. So I'm going to share something with you guys. I was in an emotional intelligence training over this weekend because I am continually a student. Oh, good. It blurred on the screen for just a second. I'm continually a student. I'm a student of love. I'm a student of life. I'm always learning so that I can still continue to be relevant and really helpful and a better leader all the way around. So at any rate, I did that, and I got some golden nuggets from this training and really some breakthroughs. It's actually it's a training that goes over about a 4 to 5 month period of time. So I have several weekends that I have committed to really having breakthroughs so in my education within my own personal development so that I can help you guys and be really the best that I can be as a leader. So that's a little bit about what I'm up to. And when I go into irresistibility, we talked a little bit about that this weekend. And, you know, I've got a secret, but almost not so secret sauce. And I talk to women often that don't always believe me in my secret, not so secret sauce. And let me tell you just a little bit about that. So when it comes to, you know, attracting the kind of partner you want, number one, you guys, numero uno, you like my chipped nail? It's time. I'm going to get them done today. But I did get my hair done. I'm going to just shift the attention. And if you guys live in San Diego, I have an amazing hairdresser for you. He's awesome. So you can always message me about that. Anyway, back to my messaging, not my mess. But, you know, I think a lot of coaches talk about being irresistible, being the woman that attracts men, and I do talk about this as well. So this was something that was discussed, like I said again, in my training, and something that I saw really open up. So in our outer world, we tend to create stories about people. Let's just be honest. We might look at somebody, and if they don't look a certain way or they have a grumpy look on their face, maybe we're not quite as attracted to them, right? So I'm going to give you a really good example. I can tend to get in what's called busy energy, where I'm constantly creating, I'm doing, I'm helping, I'm getting into things. And what can happen on the other side of that, my family will suffer because I will be not present. I'll be focused on other things. I'll be, you know, writing, taking client calls when I shouldn't be, not setting boundaries, not really taking care of my energy. And what happens, and I'm not saying that you need to be perfect at this, but what happens is I've gotten short and cranky and not present and just getting through the day. Does this sound familiar to anyone? Can you give me a big thumbs up or heart if this resonates with you? So what will happen is that it's like a joy kill. And it feels like, the energy is being sucked out and all of this. So this trainer, and his name is Chris Lee. He's amazing. He's a coach that actually coaches celebrities, all kinds of different people from all walks of life. And, he was talking about mind over matter, and we get to choose. So let me help you see that. You get to choose your mood. So let me give you an example. So my trainer had a migraine over this weekend. Now, he could have succumbed to the pain and been on the floor in the fetal position, a mess, right? He could have had somebody take over the training for him. Hi, you guys. I see you guys coming on here. He could have really done a lot of different things that would have separated him from the training, but what I would have never known that this guy had a migraine, but I'm leaning into the pain. The pain is fun. And it means more to me. Sorry about that. For you. Not sure what happened there, but sorry, I went out for just a second. But at any rate, the migraine, he could have leaned into it. We all have. I have with sickness in the past. And what I'll tell you is, we all have stuff happen to us in life, right? We all have things that aren't exactly where we want it to be all the time. And instead of looking at it like, oh, life is hard. Oh, I've got to do this. Oh, look at it as I am blessed. I am so blessed, one, to be talking to you guys today. And I am blessed to live the life that I live. I am blessed to have 2 feet that I can walk on, 2 eyes that I can see, ears that I can hear. I am blessed. And what that energy does, that energy of gratitude, it brings in more blessings. Do you see that? It's like, it sounds so simple, but it can be really challenging because we can all succumb to a bad day or somebody that isn't treating us right. So that's the other side of it. Or getting stuck in traffic and somebody slamming on their brakes in front of you. Instead of being like, oh, I'm happy, happy, joy, you could be like, F-U-C-K, excuse my F-bomb, but, you could be like, oh, crap, and all you want to do is give that person the bird, right? Or you could be in traffic and breathe and choose to give them the peace sign instead. Peace, love. Maybe they didn't see you. Maybe they're in a different place. But what this does as far as, excuse me, you guys, I'm back. Maybe you can see me. What that does as far as romantic relationships go is it really does create a different energy. So when you show up differently, other people do. If you have a smile on your face, a song in your heart, and you're present present. Instead of going, oh, I'm not a morning person, I don't feel great today, and I'm entitled to my life. I went through a bad breakup, I was with him for a long time, and, I'm just sad. You can choose that, and I'm not saying to not feel your feelings, but feel your feelings, let them go, and choose to let abundance come in. Because if you don't, here's what's going to happen, and I guarantee it. For every negative thought, the universe is going to give that negativity back. The universe listens. Sorry, you guys. Even on a subconscious side, that's exactly what happens. So it's that law of attraction that many of you guys have thought about or seen or even read about. It's the same thing when it comes to romantic relationships. So if you choose to think positively, and if he's not here yet, go, God, I'm blessed. God, I get to be present where I'm at. I get to go on a really amazing walk by myself. I get to run. I get to explore, meeting new and interesting people. Maybe they're not the one, but each person leads me closer. If I'm in a relationship, instead of thinking, what have you done for me lately, baby? Think of, what am I grateful for? I get to choose. Is it frozen now, you guys? I've seen it be frozen for a few of you guys. So let me know. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. I've had a couple interruptions, so I do apologize about that. But if you're choosing to have your life as a buzzkill, it's going to come back as a buzzkill. I got to tell you, in the last 72 hours, I feel like I've woken up again. And I've had several moments in my life where I've had that. And now there's a recommitment. I do feel blessed in my life. I feel blessed to have you amazing women here. And I also know that being a student of things that you need guidance on is so darn helpful. I dive into this very deeply in Love University. And if that's something that speaks to you, we'll definitely put you can set up a time to talk to me for free. And even if it's not a fit, at least you can get a little bit of guidance around what's happening for you and how I can be of help to you. But, going back to you guys around the piece of, hold on, somebody's at my door, so I've got to, I got to come over here because I hear it. You get to come with me. Anyway. Oh, no, they're not here. Here she is. Okay. Now the door's shutting. So, at any rate, hi! You get to choose. You get to choose the experience you want. You can choose to be upset and be stuck in that story of, I'm not with the man of my dreams, or I'm not with the man that I thought I should be with. And you can stay there, or you can choose to rise above it and go, how can I have an attitude of gratitude and invite it into my life? I can tell you, one of my clients, which this is pretty amazing. She's getting married really soon. She chose that in our work together. She, met her man, got engaged. What's even more amazing, I spoke with her daughter a few times. Her daughter shifted completely. Now she's engaged, mom and daughter. So some of those things, you guys, just to understand on a deeper level. You know, you guys, it's like we've got choices. We've got choices to be a student in life. I don't ever stop. And so that's why, you know, when I talk about Love University, yeah, I talk about it transparently because I know it can help you get to that next level. And I also know that you can choose joy, or you can choose to be really pissed off in your life, or scared, or filled with fear and anxiety. And I get it, because I get there too. I get on the freeway in Southern California and I'm like, holy cow, especially since I have a child. I know it sounds weird, right? And then we live in a world that doesn't always feel safe. I mean, look at what happened in the UK. We have terrorist attacks. This is a global vibration. And I know I'm sounding like an angry activist. I'm really not an angry person at all, as you know, but I know I sound like an activist, but we can be the change. We can be the change we really want to see in this world. We can be joyful. We can hug each other. We can make a difference. We can smile. You know, I was talking to somebody and they were saying, oh gosh, you know, people are really quite a bit different on the West Coast than they are on the East Coast. Sure, I think people are people. And I think people get to choose. I mean, yes, New York is definitely intense. It's a little more intense than San Diego. But thanks, Aileen. It was good to see you on here. Much love. And if any of you guys have questions, if anything's popping up, and you know, this attitude of gratitude, so to speak, really does create a ripple effect for you. And instead of being in fear, being in faith and opening up the lines in communication in your relationships. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to, you know, be open. And the things that we're sensitive about or feel like we get offended of, those are our rackets. That's the committee that goes on in our brain that says, oh, this person's looking at me wrong. You know, what's wrong with me? Or, I mean, that person just flipped me off and I did nothing. Maybe they're having a bad day. Peace sign, happy. You know, you get to choose. You really get to choose. And, you know, I know a lot of coaches talk about irresistibility, put your makeup on, do all that. I'm saying put on a happy face and be open. And really see every situation that you're in, whatever it is, because at the end of the day, it always works out. So whatever it is, blessing, instead of, oh, I'm worried about what he's going to think, or he thinks this, or I'm playing games, or I'm not, you know, being a part of my authentic self. I have a news flash. You guys can say anything to a man you want. It's all about your attitude. And there are ways to say it. Just a few little tweaks and sticking right to the point. So irresistibility is easy. It's just being you, being open, and really pushing yourself to do that. So I've got one last thing. I've got a little challenge for you. And then I'm going to let you go. Sorry, my hair's in my face, so I keep moving it. But have you guys seen the movie The Notebook? Now, you can push, you know, hearts, likes, any of that. I'm not big for using relationship coaching and Hollywood romance all in the same sentence. The reason why is because it's not that realistic. The love story ends, there's, a dramatic effect, there's something that happens, but on the other side of that, you guys, in the Notebook, and I'm going to challenge each and every one of you guys to watch it this week, because there are a few tidbits of really amazingness. There's some really great lines, some really great true lines about relationships in that movie. And I'm going to be back on next week to talk about some of them and how to really create that in your relationship without the Hollywood drama, but really to create a connection that can be that deep in your relationships. So your attitude gets to shift everything, I promise. And you guys, I am telling you, emotional intelligence is the key. And I'm going to be teaching more about this. It's part of the reason why I'm being trained on it. I really want to make a bigger difference for you. And I just love you guys so much. And I want to see you all have and step into your dreams and love and life. And please post below. I'll be putting a link to my calendar if this is speaking to you and you want a little extra guidance. Awesome. Let's hop on the phone and talk. So I'm sending you guys so much love. Remember, watch the Notebook this week. And then we're going to talk about it. Next week, I'm going to at least give you a week. And I'm at least going to give you a week before you and I get to talk about that movie and some of the highlights so I can help you even further. All right? I'm sending everyone so much love, and post comments, questions below. I'm happy to answer anything. And oh, hey, Nikki. Needed to hear this. Speaking my truth. Yep. Yeah. It's, and hey, Sarah, the other thing too, Nikki, just speaking into that is, we get to speak our truth. We get to set boundaries. We're not a doormat. So I'm not saying just be happy, happy, joy, joy, and not, setting boundaries, but really going into it with a place of gratitude and knowing that your partner doesn't want to hurt you and wants what is best. It's just a matter of communication and showing up in a joyful place of gratitude and love, and coming from a place of love. So when we do that, and we all get triggered, I get triggered, and believe me, you guys, I had some breakthroughs this weekend that really caught me out of left field. It was pretty cool. So I'll tell you more about it later, because you know me, I'm transparent, I'm open, and I'm going to share. So I am sending you guys so much love. I hope this was helpful. Watch the Notebook. You can get it on Netflix. I'm gonna watch it myself again, I promise, because I've got some highlights in there that I'm hoping I can clip out and put it in our group. So love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.